This is Roxamore Sports Live at Latrobe Memorial Stadium here where we're in the big 5A matchup between the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Latrobe Wildcats in a 5A matchup, the Big East Conference up here in Westmoreland County. I'm Sam Timbers with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas, and these two teams are fighting for playoff rights, trying to get into the playoffs, and we don't know because of COVID-19 and all what's going on. Some teams didn't play because of COVID-19. Some teams are going to be voted in at large, but here for a big game tonight between Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Latrobe Wildcats.
Right, this should be an interesting matchup. Both of these teams have come off a pretty decent season. Woodland Hills is coming back, and they're trying to get back to restoring the roar and have an opportunity to get into the playoffs, as last year they missed the playoffs. So we'll see. We should be in for a good matchup tonight. Both of these teams have scored some points throughout the year, so both of them have the capability of scoring some points. So we will see which team shows up for Woodland Hills, and they should come out clicking on all cylinders. Only question mark we have for Woodland Hills is their star, Taylon Brooks. We don't know if he's going to be playing tonight, as he was not dressed in pregame, but it should be an interesting matchup tonight here from Latrobe Memorial Stadium.
As you just spoke about, Latrobe averages 27 points a game on offense, but they're giving up 32 points a game on defense as they lost a heartbreaker to USC, Upper St. Clair, in a close game, and they were leading through the whole game, and then they end up giving it up in the fourth quarter. And Woodland Hills just came off a heartbreaking loss to big powerhouse team, Gateway Gators,
right,
who has the number 4 player in the state in some brackets. In some brackets, he's the number 1 player in the state, Derek Davis. But Woodland Hills played a great game against him, held him in their own right, and actually Woodland Hills could have won that game. It came down close in the fourth quarter.
Right, absolutely. Woodland Hills has they're actually scoring close to 30 points a game, but they also are giving up some points here. Just a couple opponents to Penn Trafford. They gave up big points to Penn Trafford, and then they lost last week, as you stated, to Gateway. There was 26-18, I believe the final score was. But I believe that Woodland Hills had an opportunity to win that game, but have been not finishing at the end. And then there was a few seconds. There was a questionable call about a few seconds being left on the clock there at the end of the game that didn't give Woodland Hills an opportunity to run an extra play. But had it not been for that and some of the other mishaps that went on during the game, they would have had the opportunity to knock off Gateway at home. So if they come out primed tonight, they should be primed and come out and put forth a good performance, because, as you said, this is for the playoffs. And we don't know exactly how, the first 2 teams in each division are going to get in for sure. And then after that, there's going to be at-large bids, and we don't know how those are going to be handed out at this time.
And so when you speak about Woodland Hills, you have to speak about, Superman, the guy that goes into the telephone booth and comes back out, with his cape on, and that's the quarterback for Woodland Hills, Deontay Williams, and everything runs through him. And he's lightning in a bottle, and he definitely showed it late in the game against Gateway. Put the team on his shoulders, brought it back, had a long run, and took it in for the score. And definitely he's an exciting player to watch.
Absolutely. I love to see, as we have named him this year, Superman. We will see him going into his phone booth. But once again, thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights here from Latrobe Memorial Stadium, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
This is Roxamore Sports live at Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where we're going to witness a 5A matchup. Friday night lights. It's a beautiful night here in Westmoreland County, up in Latrobe, where we're going to witness the Woodland Hills Wolverines travel up from Allegheny County out of Turtle Creek, PA, come up here to play the Latrobe Wildcats. And when we speak about Woodland Hills, you know, we spoke about Superman, but also there's a young man on the team, number 42, that comes in as a freshman, and he totes the rock, and he does it very well, and he plays great defense too. A sign of a good player is they may shine on offense, but do they shine on defense as well? And he does both.
Oh, yeah, he's a young freshman player, running back. Last name of Jones, right? Jones is his last name, and the young fella comes in, makes plays on special teams as well. He's doing a great job filling in for Eric Siebels when he needs a spell. But my big key tonight for the Woodland Hills Wolverines is going to be how well do they get the ball to their big play receivers. As they have a great, immense amount of talent at the receiver position, but you have to get the ball to those players in space and allow them to make plays and you know, run after the catch. You know, that yak, you know, yardage after the catch, you know. That's going to be big tonight. So it's not for Deontay Williams to throw the ball downfield all the time. Just turn around and do that West Coast offense, pitch the ball out, maybe do some quick pitches, some draws, some screens, catch Latrobe off guard, and just make big plays out of it. I think that's going to be key to them winning tonight.
Yes, and the big play receiver is Tariq Scipio, number 2. Made a big catch against Gateway late in the game, took it to the house. He needs to have the ball more in his hands. And we're about to have the national anthem here right now. And this is Roxamore Sports, and we'll be right back. Some stadiums ain't allowed. This is Roxamore Sports live at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. I'm Sam the Man Timmons with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas, a.k.a. the legend, from Woodland Hills, the first running back who did it big at Woodland Hills. And we're here to witness a great game tonight between the Woodland Hills Wolverines, who comes in 4-2 overall and 2-2 in the conference, against Latrobe is 1-2 in the conference and 2-3 overall. Friday Night Lights, big game tonight.
Big game tonight. So we're looking forward to Woodland Hills right now is tied for third place in the conference with 2 wins. So as Latrobe has 1 win in the conference, and that would, if they were able to come out of tonight's game with a victory, that would put them in a 3-way tie in the conference. And so that we don't know what the selection committee is going to do as far as giving the at-large bids or at-large awards for the playoffs. So this is imperative that the Wolverines come out and get a victory tonight to solidify their position to get into the playoffs.
Yes, they're fighting for their playoff lives tonight because of COVID-19 and all what has happened. And so Gateway is 3-0 in the conference, but they're missing 2 games. Where Woodland Hills is, and they have Gateway seated higher when I looked at the rankings right now. Yeah. Absolutely. So they're playing for their playoff lives, and so they're looking to get out of here with a win coming up here, traveling up in Westmoreland County to get a win. And Tim Bostard is looking to get out of here with a win too, as well. So that as you mentioned, they didn't make it to the playoffs last year. To get back into the playoffs, and that's not something that's familiar with the Wolverine faithful.
Absolutely. It's been that was the first time in 33 years that they missed the playoffs in a long time. But one of the things is they've been playing very competitive football. So hats off to the coaches, Tim Bostard and the coaching staff for getting the players ready to play. Hats off to the kids for going through this COVID virus and the pandemic, and also the social unrest, and remaining focused enough to be able to get out on the field and doing their homework. As we talk about it often, it's not easy to take these classes online, at home, make yourself be disciplined to sit down and do your homework. So these kids have done a great job, and we want to celebrate them. So make sure we thank you guys for tuning in tonight, Friday night under the lights, joining us all season here on Roxamore Sports, giving us the opportunity to give you some entertainment. But we'd like to thank you, but we want to just make sure that we, give these kids kudos and tell them great job, because this is a tough time for adults right now. So the kids have struggles, but this is a big game for Woodland Hills tonight.
Yes, it's definitely hard with the COVID-19. I have a daughter that's in school, experiencing it, staying at home and used to being in school every day. Craig, you spoke about it yourself. You was in your master's taking online classes at home, and I was going for my bachelor's taking online classes, and it's something not easy to do. And so again, we want to give the kids a shout out that are all doing it with this COVID-19. This is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timbers with my co-host Craig, the CT Express, and we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fitforboxingclub.com.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah.
This is Roxamore Sports here live at Latrobe Memorial Stadium in Westmoreland County, where we're going to witness a 5A matchup between the Woodland Hills Wolverines, who comes in here 4-2 overall, 2-2 in the conference, and the Latrobe Wildcats are 1-2 in the conference, 2-3 overall. Latrobe averages 27 points a game, giving up 32. Woodland Hills is putting 30-something points on the board, and they gave up. They only been giving up a few, but they gave up a lot to Penn Trafford in a hard-fought game against Gateway. I'm Sam the Man Timbers, with my co-host Craig the CT Express Thomas, a.k.a. the legend Sweet Feet, here tonight on a nice Friday night here in Pennsylvania. A great night to play some hard-nosed Western Pennsylvania football.
Absolutely. It's a great night for football. Great to be here with you guys live. The final home season, or the home game for 2020 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, as they fought through this COVID season, and they have won 4 games, as you alluded to, and lost 2. They are in a position to possibly get an at-large bid for the playoffs, but once the criteria comes out on who's going to receive those bids based on some of the teams that have missed games, we'll see where that falls. But they definitely need to come out of here, Latrobe Memorial Stadium, tonight with a victory in order to solidify that position.
Yes, and we have some players for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. You know, one to watch is Deontay Williams. We call him Superman. He's the one that goes in the phone booth and comes out, you know, with his cape on. He's lighting in a bottle. He does big things. But Woodland Hills will be missing tonight 2 players, and one of them that they really will miss is Taylon Brooks, number 9. He's a senior, 6'2", 187-pound running back, DB, and he calls the plays on defense, so he'll be surely missed. And also number 57, Damon Taylor. He got into a little bit of scuff last game, a little bit of fight, and so you know he has to miss this game when you get thrown out of game. So he's thrown out. Hopefully he'll be back if Woodland Hills makes the playoffs. As you spoke about, you know, with COVID-19 and all what has happened, you know, some teams miss some games. So some teams will get in 1 and 2, but then there will be some at-large bids. We don't know how that criteria you just spoke about will be set up, but hopefully, you know, Woodland Hills are playing for their playoff lives tonight. Hopefully they come out of here with the win.
Yes, as you mentioned, we definitely want to see what they're going to do with Deontay Williams, try to utilize him a little better, not so much having him throw passes downfield, but try to get him some dinks and dunks and give him a run pass option to get the ball into the hands of his playmakers, Armani Bailey. See if you can get Air Siebels the ball out in space, and also maybe see if we can get the ball to Tariq Scipio a little more often, as he's a big play receiver, but he's only touched the ball a few times in the last game. That's going to be key for them. So moving on, we're just about set for kickoff here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. TNT keys to the game for Woodland Hills are big plays from key players. Number 2 would be mistake-free football, no turnovers and penalties. Play assignment football, make tackles, and make sure you secure your assignment on the trick plays. Because we're getting close to Halloween, and I can almost guarantee you there's going to be some trick plays.
And the keys to the game for the Latrobe Wildcats is, as I spoke about, they could put points on the board, but they would have to defend a little bit better as they give up 32 points a game. They average 27. And secondly, they have to minimize the turnovers and also when they get their times in their plays that they execute them as well.
So we're off. The kick, ladies and gentlemen, was taken at about the 15-yard line, brought up to about the 26-yard line, where Latrobe will come out on offense. They are wearing the orange outfits as they dressed in their Halloween outfits. They're ready to go here.
And the Woodland Hills is donned in their new turquoise shirts. They look nice out there on defense.
So Latrobe comes out in the shotgun formation, hands the ball off over the right side, and he has a little open space. That is number 26, Dylan Gustafson. So great run, as he's one of the players to watch for Latrobe, and their key players are Landon Carnes, number 2, Dylan Gustafson, number 26, number 32, Kyle Brewer, number 35, Luke Zilka, number 6, Tucker Nupp. So we're back, second play, and they find daylight again, and they're running off and rumbling. He's down at about the 26-yard line of the Wolverines. So they found something early in the game here, some openings, and they're exploiting it early.
Yeah, they're running that veer action, and tucking the ball is hard to see. As I spoke about, number 57, DeMond Taylor not in the game. They're missing him up front. So they might have seen some film, seen some in the game, seen somewhere, where they're knifing over the guard, both sides of the guards, and they're finding a lot of running room in those areas.
So once again, Latrobe comes out with 2 wide receivers to the right, shotgun, slight pistol formation, fakes the ball up the middle, fakes it, throws the ball deep, and it's up. Had a little bit of contact in the end zone, but the pass is incomplete.
It looked like in there on the coverage, number 8, Keyshawn Davis was in there on the coverage. And played defense very well, but as you spoke about the trick plays, he poked it in, pulled it out, and then, tucked it. Almost got a receiver open, but that was great defense by the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Now it was 2nd and 10 at their 28.
That was great defense. They come out in shotgun formation, motion, fakes the ball, hands the ball off up the middle, has daylight, breaks through tackles, and there's a bunch of arm tackles, and he's taken down at about the 2-yard line. So if this is any precursor to what we're going to see tonight, I see a lot of arm tackling for the Wolverines.
Yes, and the Latrobe Wildcats are running that cross-buck veer action right now, and so a lot's getting done. You got to read your keys when you're on defense. You got to stay home, read your keys, but they're catching them, out of position and finding big holes in.
Quarterback is up, quarterback sneak, and he takes it in. So 9:55 left here in the first quarter. The Wildcats draw first blood, and they score on a quarterback sneak here at Memorial Stadium in Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Yes, that was a quick score. They did that very easily. Got big chunk yardage down the field. Now they're going for the extra point. And it is good for Latrobe Wildcats here in the first quarter, 9:55. Latrobe 7, Woodland Hills 0. And it looked like they would need some Tim Boston, and they would need to make some adjustments. Whoever the defensive coordinator is, whoever's on the defensive side, defensive line, the DBs, they would have to make some adjustments, as you spoke about. A lot of arm tackling, a lot of grabbing, too, as well. This is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timbers with my co-host Craig Thomas. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Roxamore Sports here live at Latrobe Memorial Stadium where the Latrobe Wildcats has draw first blood. They found pay dirt on choke yardage, running cross bucks in the veer action out of the backfield, knifing left and right, over guards, over the tackles, found in running room. They punched it in, quarterback sneak. They were up 7-0 with 9:55 left in the first quarter.
Yes, absolutely. So Woodland Hills is going to have to shore up that defense, come out with a little more intensity and make tackles here. Kick is off, and it bounces at about the 10-yard line. Bobble picked up. It looks like Armani Bailey makes a couple people miss, and he slammed down, thrown down at about the 15, 16-yard line, it looks like.
Well, we spoke about how they came out, the Woodland Hills Wolverines, and they walked out on the field without it looked like they didn't have no energy, no sense of urgency. They walked out when the Latrobe Wildcats came out, excited, to take the field. So it looks like that these young men need to wake up right now in the first quarter.
Absolutely. So this is Woodland Hills' first opportunity on offense. Quarterback Deontay Williams is in the shotgun, flanked to the left by Eric Siebels. 3 wide receivers left, looks deep, and he has a receiver wide open, and he have a penalty on a play. So it looks like it was a little contact. The pass was underthrown, but we do have contact, and it looks like it's going to be a pass interference against the Wildcats.
Only thing I like about the call is that on first down he passed, and he threw it long, but maybe he should have went mid-range. But, again, he was trying to get it right back. If he threw that out in front of the receiver, that's touchdown right there. Underthrew it, so it made the defender run up on him. So that makes it 1st and 10. The pass was for number 3, Eshawn Carter for Woodland Hills.
So it looks like 15-yard penalty. Put the Wolverines out at about the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Woodland Hills comes out with 4 wide receiver, hands the ball off up the middle to Eric Siebels, and he gains about 3 yards on the play. Short game for the Wolverines as they were in a 4 wide receiver set.
In there on the tackle was a host, Latrobe Wildcats, led by number 77, I believe, was in there on the play too as well. The big fella.
So the Wolverines are in shotgun formation. Deontay Williams fakes the ball, and he runs up the left sideline. He has first down yardage, and he's out of bounds.
That's Deontay Williams doing what he does. Found some running room over the left side. Darted, did a little bit of jitterbug. Found some running room. That makes it 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So with the clock running, 9 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, the Latrobe Wildcats are leading the Woodland Hills Wolverines in a 5A matchup, 7-0. Wolverines have the ball, their first series, and they're driving. Deontay Williams rolls to his right, throws the ball to Tariq Scipio, and he is hit hard and taken down, but it looks like he gained first down yardage. Make sure when you cut across that middle, you get your head on a swivel because you got defensive people running from the line coming down, making a play. So that was a great play by the Wildcats as well.
That was a great defense, but not before first down yardage. Yeah, again, when you're running across the middle, you got to have your head on the swivel. You're running back into the pursuit, so they're coming at you.
Hands the ball off up the middle to Siebels, and he breaks around the corner, and he has running room. He's down the sideline and out of bounds. So he is in Wildcat territory out at about the 25-yard line. So we're looking forward to a high-scoring game today because we know both of these teams can score points. Woodland Hills had gotten the nod on their ability to play defense a little bit and TNT keys to the game. We gave Woodland Hills the offensive nod and defensive nod, and we gave the nod to the Wildcats for special teams. But so far, it's an even matchup. Woodland Hills back to pass. Deontay Williams, he's under heavy duress, and he's taken down.
And he's tackled by a host of the Latrobe Wildcats as they run a blitz in there on a play, number 10 for the Wildcats, Drake Clayton. And number 34 in there on a play, 2 as well. Nathan Stemerick in there on the play too. So that's a loss on the play. That makes it 2nd and about 19 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So they break the huddle, 2 wide receivers, both sides, shotgun formation. Fakes the ball to Deontay, fakes the ball to Eric Siebels up the middle and keeps it, and he's taken down for a very short gain. So I would like to see another element off of that play. I've seen that play over and over all year. Can we get the end around off of that, a reverse, or maybe fake the ball and fake the dive and throw the ball deep?
In there on the play for the Latrobe Wildcats, number 6, Tucker Nupp came in there real quick on the tackle.
So Deontay Williams is back to pass, and he takes off running, and he gains about 5 yards on that play. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolverines at about the 30-yard line. So with their issues with their kicking game this year, no doubt that they will be going for it. So
that was number 10, Drake Clayton, in there on the play. He's making his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball for the Latrobe Wildcats, making a couple plays behind the line of scrimmage. So that makes it 4th and 15.
Deontay Williams is back to pass. He's looking for a receiver. He's under pressure. He rolls out to his right, and he's tripped up for a loss, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The Wildcats will take over on their 37-yard line.
Now for the keys, for the TNT keys, we spoke about Latrobe's defense. You know, they were giving up 32 points a game, but it looked like they might have made some adjustments, you know, in the game, because they're sending everything but the kitchen sink on defense, and they're keying on Deontay Williams.
Absolutely. So that's why it's important for the Wolverines to come out with some screens, some draws, and not just run the ball up the middle as they've done primarily throughout the course of this season. So the Wildcats come out in shotgun formation. Look like they have a little mix-up, but as their receivers get set, shotgun formation, a little motion, fakes the handoff around, and he hands it off to his running back going over the left side, and he is stopped for a gain of about 3 yards. That's number 3.
In there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, number 63, Darren Fraser-Keys. Also number 8, Keyshawn Davis in there on the play, but not before he gains about 4 yards, making 2nd and 6 for the Latrobe Wildcats.
So Latrobe is set. 4 wide receivers. Fakes the ball to his running back, rolls out to his right, and he completes the pass. And the receiver is taken down short of the 1st down, but a gain of about another 4 yards on the play. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
That was number 8, Keyshawn Davis, come up on the play. It looked like he was shaking up, goes to the sidelines, but makes a nice stop. That makes it 3rd and 1 for the Latrobe Wildcats with 5:47 left in the first quarter. The Wildcats 7, Woodland Hills 0.
So this is a big play for that Wolverine defense. And they hand the ball off over the right side. He has 1st down yardage, and he is out of bounds.
It looks like the Woodland Hills defense, you know, some was standing up, some was down. It looked like it was a run blitz, but they ran away from the blitz and got the 1st down yardage for Latrobe. 1st and 10 Wildcats on the 48.
Once again,
48-yard line.
Once again, you mentioned earlier the defensive coach and captain on the field for the Wolverines, Taylon Brooks, is out for this game. So you know that his presence is being sorely missed. Nonetheless, someone else has to step up. Next man up. The Wildcats hand the ball off over the right side. Running back goes forward for a gain of about 2 yards on that play, 2 to 3 yards on that play.
Yes, they're running the misdirection in the backfield, you know, faking it here, giving it the guy cutting back. It looks like a cross-buck action that you must be aware of, that you must see. And like I said, you got to read your keys as a defensive lineman and as a linebacker. You know, keep your eyes, you know, and you have to read your keys as well. So it looked like the defense might be settling down. This makes it 2nd and 7 from the 45 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So the Wildcats are in shotgun formation. They have trips to the left, Quarterback is back, and he throws the ball, completes it to his receiver, and the ball comes loose and is picked up by the Wolverines, and he's on the way down the sideline, has an opportunity to take it all away. He cuts back inside, and he goes in for a touchdown.
That's number 13 for the Woodland Hills Wolverine, Angelo Reddick. He's a 10th grader, 5'9", 156-pound quarterback DB. 5'10", 172 quarterback linebacker. He's a sophomore who picks the balls up and runs it all the way in for the touchdown for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Yeah, maybe that'll light a fire under this Wolverine team because they came out a little lethargic, didn't look fired up. Maybe that'll give them a boost of energy there to turn over on the play, run back for the score, which brings the game to a 7-6 score right now. Wolverines will go for 2. Deontay Williams is back in the shotgun. He surveys the field. He has an opening to the left side. He takes off. He's going to have to go in, and he goes up and hurdles over the player to get into the corner of the end zone as Superman goes airborne.
That's what they call. They don't call him Superman for nothing. Goes over top the guy. Then when he comes down, his foot is on top of the guy. The guy's on the ground on his back. That's Deontay Williams takes it in. So Woodland Hills punches it in, finds pay dirt, gets the 2 points. They're up 8-7 with 4:37 left in the first quarter here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. I'm Sam Timmers with my co-host Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
This is Roxamore Sports Live here. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas at Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where we just witnessed the Woodland Hills Wolverine punched it in by a run by a sophomore. Angelo Reddick picks the balls up and goes 60 yards, takes it in and finds pay dirt, and Deontay Williams takes it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they're up 8-7 with 4:37 left in the first quarter. Woodland Hills is about to kick it off.
As we're all set for kickoff, we'll see if the Wolverines can figure something out on the defensive side to figure out this Wildcat offense. Ball is taken at about the 20-yard line. It's a hard run up over the 40-yard line as the Wildcats will be taken over at about the 43-yard line. 43-yard line. Great field position starting out here as they are trailing the Wolverines by 1 point.
In there on the tackle for the special teams for Woodland Hills, number 30, Desmond Jackson, senior 6'0", 181-pound running back linebacker, comes down on special teams, getting into action and makes a play. 1st and 10, Latrobe Wildcats.
So Wildcats have come out with trips to the left, shotgun formation.
Woodland Hills is running a defense where there's no hand in the dirt. Everybody was standing up. Maybe that type of defense, they're able to see, the play action and all the misdirection that's going on in the backfield. But I was always one to believe that if you're standing up, the offensive lineman can be lower than you and get up into you and drive you off the ball. But I see that was a great defensive play right now for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, which make it 2nd and 7 at the 46.
So as they break the huddle, the Wildcats come out once again in shotgun formation. They have 2 wide receivers right, motion. And he hands the ball off over the left side. Going up the sideline is a jet sweep. Wildcats gain 1st down yardage. That is number 32 for the Wildcats. Kyle Brewer, 5'11", 170-pound running back, receiver. And he takes the ball for number 32, Kyle Brewer. Good play. 1st down for the
in there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, number 27, Dante Dutrell makes the tackle, but not before they get 1st down yardage.
So he's taken in the backfield, and he's hit, and he drags a host of Woodland Hills defenders along with him. So we have our first flag on the play, laundry on the field.
We got a little bit of extracurricular activity down in the pile as number 79 for the Latrobe Wildcats, and a defender from Woodland Hills gets into it a little bit. Got a flag on the play.
So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us all year long here, Friday Night Lights, on Roxamore Sports Network. We've been covering your Woodland Hills football games. We have a personal foul on the play, and that is against Woodland Hills, and that'll be a big run march off of 15 yards against the Wolverines. Will give the Latrobe great field position.
Well, as you know, this is Breast Cancer and Cancer Awareness Month in October, and you see some players donned in pink, and we'd like to give a shout out to Sharday Sillingsgrove, who is Woodland Hills school board member, graduated in 2004, and she's also a realtor, business manager in her MBA, and also she's on the board of the Christian Center and Forbes Road CTC as well. She is a cancer survivor.
We're back to play, and the left side pass is thrown, and it's a short gain for the Wildcats, and they'll bring up a second down. It's a second down, no gain on the play. So they're on a Woodland Hills 24-yard line with 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Craig Thomas and Sam, the Lumberjack Timbers, coming from Latrobe Memorial Stadium.
Correction, her name is Sharday Sillingson.
So the Wildcats hand the ball off over the right side. The running back has room. He's up the right sideline, and he's in position to have the first down, and it looks like the first down was gained. It'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Also, we'd like to give a shout out to Terry Lawson, who was also on the scoreboard, and she's a cancer survivor too, graduated in 1992 from Woodland Hills, and she's the owner of Terry Berries.
Yes, we definitely like to recognize all of those people. But Dylan Gustafson, Dylan is putting in his work here. Shotgun formation for the Wildcats, and again, they hand the ball off over the right side, breaks through some tackles, and looks like he's in for a touchdown.
It looks like the Woodland Hills defense looks like a little bit of Swiss cheese on the defensive side of the ball, as they're finding holes out everywhere, and bursts in, finds pay dirt. We might have a high-scoring game, as you spoke about. Here's still the first quarter, and the Latrobe Wildcats busted in 13-8. They regain the lead as they go for the extra point.
And the extra point is down, and the kick is up, and it's good. The Wildcats have retaken the lead, 14-8, with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium. Woodland Hills finds himself in a deficit, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig, the CT Express Thomas. We're here in Westmoreland County, up in Latrobe, PA, at Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where the Latrobe Wildcats have just punched it in and regained a score 14-8 with 1:30 left. Latrobe Wildcats are about to kick off, and my co-host has spoke about that this might be a high-scoring affair. Things keep going the way they're going.
Absolutely. As we kick the ball off, Wolverines take the ball at about the 10-yard line, get the ball up the right sideline. He has a little daylight, breaks a couple tackles. He's down the sideline. He may go. He has one person to beat, and he's taken down at about the 25-yard line. That was Eshawn Carter on a great return for the Wolverines.
Yes, and he was finally pushed out by the kicker All he had to do was make a move on the kicker, but the kicker hemmed him up on the sideline, but not before he gains big yardage, takes it all the way down to the 27 of the Latrobe Wildcats, 1st and 10, Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So we'll see if the Wolverines can get their offense on track here. Deontay Williams hands the ball off to the freshman, Jones, and he's bottled up for a short gain.
After a big run like that, as we spoke about, a big return, we spoke about that we would like to gash them, so you would like to go, for the score right then and there. Sometimes you got to pass on 1st down and 2nd down, not always run it.
Especially not running the same plays off tackle. It has to be a variety of plays. So Wolverines come out in a shotgun formation. Deontay Williams rolls right, and he throws the ball, has a receiver wide open, catches the ball, and he makes a couple people miss, and he's down to about the 10-yard line, and that's Tariq Scipio. So that's a good short pass to allow him to get the ball in his hands and make a couple people miss and get up the sideline, get the 1st down.
So he was tackled by a host of the Latrobe Wildcats in there on the play. But that makes it 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Wolverines come out and 4 wide receivers, hand the ball off up the middle to Jones. He's ahead for a gain of about 4 yards inside of the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down for the Wolverines.
In there on the tackle, number 54, Peyton Havlicek makes the tackle. And that's the quarter here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium where the Latrobe Wildcats are up 14-8 over the Woodland Hills Wolverines. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back.
Prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs, replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service and stay warm this winter.
This is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timbers, and with my co-host Craig Thomas. We're live at the beginning of the 2nd quarter here on Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where Woodland Hills is deep in Latrobe territory, and we have an offsides on the play.
So the Wolverines are driving here, trying to take the lead back. Wolverines are trying to take the lead back from the Wildcats here at Latrobe Stadium. So that brings up 2nd down. And about 3 yards to go for the Wolverines. It comes up, hands the ball to Jones off the left side, and he goes forward for a gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down on the play.
That's Brandon Jones, number 42. We spoke about him in the pregame, a freshman who comes in and relieves Eric Siebels in the running game with the absence of Taylor Brooks. So he comes in and gets some playing time on the offensive side of the ball, in which Woodland Hills is missing Taylor Brooks on both sides of the ball.
Hand the ball off up the middle to Jones again, and he's close to the 1st down yard. So we like to see them get Jones the ball in some spaces. He's a little bit elusive, and he has some moves in open field, real great quickness. So I like to see him get him out on the edge on a quick pitch or a toss or a sweep or a flare pass. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receiver set for the Wolverines. Hand the ball off up the middle, and there's a host of Wildcats waiting for him, and I'll bring up second down and goal for the Wolverines. Look like they lost the yard on that play.
That was number 54 darting in for the Latrobe Wildcats. Peyton Havlicek comes in, knifes in, and makes a tackle for a loss in the backfield. That makes it 2nd and 2 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So the Wolverines are huddled up here. They're poised at 10 minutes and 38 seconds left here, trying to punch it in deep in Wildcat territory. Deontay Williams comes out, shotgun formation. Snap is a little high, gets the ball. He throws it in to his receiver, to Tariq Scipio.
That's a nice pass by Deontay Williams in for the end zone as Woodland Hills strikes right back, ties this game up 14-14 in the second quarter with 10:27 left, and they are poised to go for 2 to take the lead.
So the Wolverines take the ball downfield and score, and they are ready to go for the 2-point conversion. Come out in the shotgun formation. They have a bunch to the 2 wide receivers to the left. Deontay Williams has the ball. He looks like he is taken down, so we will have a tie game here. And so the 2-point conversion is no good. And we are tied here in the Greater Latrobe Stadium, here at Memorial Stadium, with the Wolverines in a 5A Big East matchup for playoff implications here. So the Wolverines are poised to kick the ball off, and we'll be right back.
And we would like to thank one of our sponsors here, Soul Pit Media, the soulpit.com, proud partner of Roxamore Sports. It's where you get your quarterly magazine in the urban community, and you can see what's going on with businesses, civil rights programs, the NAACP, and much, much more. So Soul Pit Media, a proud partner of Roxamore Sports.
So we're back here live at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium as the Wildcats and the Wolverines are knotted up at 14-all in a 5A Big East matchup with playoff implications here. Both teams are fighting for their life to get in the playoffs with this shortened season due to COVID. So both teams are desperately in search of a win tonight. So whichever team comes out victorious will have an opportunity maybe to go on to the postseason.
And as we all said all year long, that the kicking game was going to hurt us somewhere in some way. And so without having a kicking game, now we're tied up 14-all, that we didn't get the extra point, and they have a kicker who's been hitting them right down the middle.
Yeah, so the kickoff was short, taken by the Wildcats at about the 27-yard line. So I think where they'll come out and they'll be teeing it up for play. We'll see what adjustments Coach Bostard has made here with his defense to stop that crossbuck action as they're going off tackle here, and the Wolverines just driving the ball downfield easily. So we'll see what adjustments they made, and we'll see if the Wildcats continue to dominate that defense of the Wolverines.
So Woodland Hills come down with 4 down linemen.
Wildcats come out in shotgun formation, throw the ball. Receiver catches it for a short gain of about 4 yards.
In there on the tackle. I'm sorry.
That was Nate Stemerick on the reception by the Wildcats.
In there on the tackle for Woodland Hills Wolverines was Jeremiah Ramsey. Makes the tackle, but a nice little pass as he comes out in a flat. He was under heavy pressure by the Woodland Hills Wolverines, but he got the pass off.
That brings up 2nd down and 7 here. You come out in shotgun formation, fake the ball on the end around, hand the ball off to the right side, and we have more laundry on the field. So looks like it's in a position where they would be calling a holding, but we'll see what the referee has here.
I like that play as they fake the jet sweep and they give it to the back coming off of that. And he comes in, but it was holding on a play against the Wildcats. So they march back.
They'll be marched back, but I'd like to see Woodland Hills come out with some type of action like that as well if they're great receivers, doing crossbuck, end around, jet sweep, fake screens. Get your playmakers the ball and get them involved in the game.
And he has enough of them, and Tariq Scipio, Eshawn Carter, Imam Bailey, Amari Daniels, and Gavin Yogber, all those receivers.
So Latrobe comes out in the shotgun formation, and they hand the ball off over the right side, and he's met by a host of Woodland Hills defenders.
In there on the tackle, number 16 for Woodland Hills, Julian Jeffries makes the tackle. That makes it 3rd and 12 for the Latrobe Wildcats here in Arnold Palmer country. Also, Fred Rogers was born up here too as well, Mr. Rogers. So we're in their backyard at Latrobe Memorial Stadium tonight, where Woodland Hills is facing the Latrobe Wildcats.
Absolutely. Latrobe comes out with 3 wide receivers, motion from the right, shotgun formation. He's back to pass. He rolls out. He's lose a defender. He loses another defender. He trips, and he's taken down at about the 30-yard line for a short gain. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats.
In there on the tackle, number 27, Dante Dutrail, senior, 6'2", 192-pound linebacker, comes up, makes the stop before the line of game. So now it's 4th and 7 for the Wildcats. They come out in punt formation.
So the Wolverines should be wary of the punt here. They should look for the trick plays and make sure that that the Wildcats actually do punt the ball deep in their own territory, but with nothing to lose here. The punt is up, bounces at about the 44-yard line, and it's going to roll dead at about the 34-yard line, which is where the Wolverines will take over.
Back deep for the Woodland Hills Wolverines to receive the punt was Armani Bailey. Armani Bailey decides to let it bounce instead of get up under the fair catch it. Let it roll a little bit. So it's second quarter here, all tied up, all knotted up, 14-14, 7:53 left in the second quarter. Woodland Hills at their own 34.
So we'll see what the Wolverines do. They come out in a shotgun formation. They have 3 wide receivers to the right. Deontay Williams is in shotgun, drops back to pass. He looks to the left side. He has a receiver, and it looks like there was a little contact down there. The pass was dropped. Eshawn Carter, as he got behind the defender, got his hands on the ball, but he had to fight through the defender to get to it, and there was no flag on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
And Latrobe Wildcats came out in a 4-4, cover 2. Number 30, Raymond Henderson, 5'6", 150-pound senior, was the defender on the play.
Wolverines come out with trips to the right, shotgun formation. Deontay Williams fakes the ball, and they throw, looks like a wide receiver screen, and ball was a little bit short for Deontay as it hit into the turf. The turf monster got the ball and bring up a 3rd down and 10. So this is a great night for football here in Western Pennsylvania. Great weather for football. Thank you for tuning in to Roxamore Sports live here Friday night under the lights. Latrobe, where the Pittsburgh Steelers practice in their training camp. So maybe we can get some of the chief from the Steelers here for the Wolverines, and they can get their game going as well. Shotgun formation. Deontay Williams is under heavy pressure. He'll lose a couple tacklers, and he is taken down for a loss of about 10 yards on the play.
When it's 3rd down and 10, you know, you anticipate that it's a pass play. So you send the blitz in, and the Latrobe Wildcats done everything but the kitchen sink on that play. Deontay Williams still trying to make something happen out of it, but finally gets bottled up. Now it's 4th and 20 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, and they're in punt formation.
Hey, partner, I thought you said everything but the kitchen sink, but I thought I did see the kitchen sink down there. All right, so they threw everything at the Wolverines, and we want to see them come out and throw a screenplay at that time. Nonetheless, the Wolverines are back in punt formation. Deontay Williams kicks the ball, and the ball bounces at about the 38-yard line, takes a Wolverine bounce. It's going to go dead at about the 33-yard line of the Wildcats.
Back deep for the Wildcats, that was number 5, Colin Stevens, 5'7", 150-pound receiver, was back to receive that. Decided to let it roll. It took a Wolverine bounce, so it's 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 32-yard line.
So once again, the Wolverines had an opportunity to come out and get the ball and drive down and take the lead. That offensive series stalled. Started out promising, but got to come up with some plays and make plays. Big players make big plays.
Yeah, that would have been a nice time to call that screen as you spoke about.
Wildcats come out, shotgun formation, hand the ball off over the right side, up the sideline. That's number 3 for the Wildcats. We don't have number 3 on the roster for the Wildcats. Dylan Gustafson. He's actually number 26 on the roster, but he's wearing number 3 tonight.
In there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines was number 30, Desmond Jackson, and also number 8, Keyshawn Davis, but not before first down yardage. Woodland Hills comes down in a 4-4 on the defense.
Wildcats hand the ball off over the right side. Number 10, Dre Clayton, and he gains about 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
That's the second tackle for number 30, Desmond Jackson, for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Makes it 2nd and 7, pick up a 3 for the Latrobe Wildcats. So it looks like this game is going to be won by whoever makes the first 2 or 3 mistakes, or the first mistake.
So they come out in the shotgun formation, fake the end around, has a lot of room, up the sideline, run through a couple arm tackles down to about the 30-yard line, just outside of the 30-yard line, 31-yard line of the Wolverines. So that was Drake Clayton on the carry there as he ran through a host of Wolverine tacklers. Tackling is not looking so good tonight for the Wolverines.
Yeah, a lot of arm tackling going on, reaching and grabbing. As you know, the head coach, Vince Lombardi, said, everybody grab, grab, grab. Nobody tackling.
Hands the ball off over the right side again to number 10, Drake Clayton, as he's becoming a workhorse right here for the Wildcats, and he gains about 5 yards, just about 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 yards to go.
In there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, Desmond Jackson, also number 63, Darren Frazier. Keys was in there too. Keys was in there too on the tackle.
So the Wildcats come out, same formation, shotgun, little motion, hands the ball going off left. Number 32, and he eludes a tackler and gets the ball upfield, taken down at about the 14-yard line of the Wolverines, and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
And they're making a lot of yardage after contact. Yak yards, they're getting hit, and they continue to drive, continue to move, spin off, fall forward, as you say, is what a good running back or somebody running the ball does. You know, leaning forward, running forward, breaking tackles, and that's what's going on.
So this brings up a 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats at about the 13-yard line for the Wolverines. They hand the ball off up the middle, as I do not see much resistance out of that Wolverine front line.
And the first hit, the guy hit him and didn't wrap, and he drove him back, but then he got some assistance from the rest of the Woodland Hills Wolverines, but not before he got some yardage. It's 2nd and 3rd. 2nd and 3 yards to go, tied up 14-14 with 3:32 left here in the 2nd quarter. The Latrobe Wildcats deep in Woodland Hills territory.
So the Wildcats come out. Once again, a shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers left. Brings a little motion, fakes the ball to the running back, and he's up the middle for a touchdown. That is number 2, Landon Carnes, their leader on offense, takes the ball up and is untouched in for a touchdown.
We knew sooner or later it was going to be a quarterback keeper with all that misdirection. They ran, and they called it right at the right time. Landon Carnes, 6'2", 200-pound quarterback, 12th grade senior, takes it in for the score, 20-14.
Extra point is down, and it's up, and it's good. So with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. The Latrobe Wildcats are leading the Woodland Hills Wolverines in a 5A matchup, 21-14.
And this is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas. We're back here in the second quarter where the Latrobe Wildcats has punched it in, took it in on pay dirt with a quarterback keeper by Landon Carnes, 6'2", 200-pound quarterback, senior, punches it in. It's 21-14 here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium, and the Latrobe Wildcats is about to kick it off.
They kick it off, do a little pooch kick, and it's taken by the Wolverines, and he eludes a couple tacklers. Looks like Jones, once again, making a heads-up play for a freshman. Gets the ball, takes it up the left sidelines, gives the Wolverines great field position as they'll be starting out at about their 47-yard line.
In there on the tackle on special teams for the Latrobe Wildcats, Luke Zilka, 5'8", 165-pound senior, wide receiver linebacker, makes the tackle.
So 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here at the Wildcat Stadium and Latrobe Memorial Stadium at the Wildcats. So we'll see what the Wolverines do here on offense.
Latrobe comes out in a tradition. It looks like it's a 4-3.
Wolverines hand the ball off to Eric Siebels over the right side. There's penetration. He's taken down for a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So that'll bring up a second down and 13, a long 13 yards.
Latrobe Wildcats gets great penetration led by number 10, Drake Clayton, 5'10", 195-pound junior linebacker, bursts in and makes the tackle for a loss. He changed the line of scrimmage on that play.
Brings up a second down. Deontay Williams, shotgun, rolls to his right, throws the ball, and he has a receiver, drops the ball. Would have had first down yardage there.
In there on the play for Latrobe Wildcats, that was number 3, who?
That's number 3, Dylan Gustafson.
Dylan Gustafson, excuse me. They have number 26 in the roster, but number 3 on the field.
That pass was intended for Amani Bailey. Great pass, but I'd like to see him get the ball a little bit closer, maybe on a little flat pass to allow him to utilize his skills to break some tackles and get up the field, maybe take one to the house. Nonetheless, that'll bring up a third down and 13 yards to go for the Wolverines. Deontay Williams is back under pressure, rolls to his right, takes off upfield. He has a lot of yardage in front of him, and he goes ahead for the first down, and he's taken down at about the 39-yard line. Great decision by that young man to take off running.
Yes, he rolled out to his right, eluded some heavy pressure, and then it looked like the Red Sea parted, and he took it up in there and got first down yardage for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. They're at the Wildcat 39 with 2:09 left in the second quarter. Latrobe Wildcats 21, the Woodland Hills Wolverines 14.
So this is a big 5A matchup here. Western Pennsylvania football Friday night under the lights. Shotgun formation, and we have Laundry on the field. Looks like it's going to be illegal procedure against the offense. That's going to back them up 5 yards. So the Wolverines will start out once again in the hole, 1st and 15.
So while we have this pause, we'd like to give a shout out to Kevin Gardner, Arnold Gardner, who is a cancer survivor, works at U.S. Steel, Irvin Works, and is retired and just selling homes now. But he's a cancer survivor, Arnold Gardner, a.k.a. Frog, a.k.a. Kevin.
Back to live play. First down and 15 yards to go. hands the ball off over the right side for no gain. I'm not sure when the Wolverines will get away from running the ball on first down. I mean, 1st and 15, 1st and 10, you have a negative plays on first down. You might want to adjust that first down call. Maybe call a pass play on first down from time to time.
And he did it early in the game, but he went away from it. Now, it would be nice to run a mid-range play, intermediate route, but it seems like the Latrobe Wildcats are pulling their ears back right now and just rushing. And so this is Roxamore Sports. We'll be right back. This is Roxamore Sports. It is 2nd and 15 for the Wolverines with 1:29 left, and Deontay Williams rolls out and throws a pass.
Deontay Williams rolls out under heavy duress. Once again, completes the pass for a short gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 12 yards to go for the Wolverines. So once again, as my co-host alluded to, October, the pink that you see on the scoreboard, the pink that you see some of the players wearing is due to October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're still wearing pink, and remember to do your self-exam, screenings, mammograms. Early detection and treatment is a key to save lives.
So back to live action. Deontay Williams rolls out and finds a receiver deep in the end zone for the touchdown with 47 seconds left. He finds Angelo Reddick, but I believe it's Eshawn Carter, number 3 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Finds him deep in the end zone, and it's good to see that he's finding, these receivers, because we have Woodland Hills has a talented cast of receivers, and they need to get the ball more in their hands.
Absolutely. That was a great pass by Deontay Williams as he found his receiver in an intermediate right, Keyshawn. So that was a great play. Wolverines are set up for 2-point conversion. The ball is hiked over the head, and it's kicked backwards, and it's taken down by Deontay. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Nonetheless, the Wolverines are trailing right now, 21-20, as that kicking game once again comes back to hurt you here. Special teams are big. We alluded to 3 phases of the game earlier in our show tonight.
And so the special teams, we gave the Wildcats the nod on that, and as you can see, they're kicking their extra points and getting points on the board. When we're going for 2, well, Woodland Hills is going for 2, and came up short a couple of times. So I'm Sam Timbers, and we're about to have one of our sponsors.
Are you prepared for the cold this season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification systems and repairs, replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service and stay warm this winter.
This is Roxamore Sport back live with live action, and Woodland Hills just kicked off, and it was picked up by the receiver for the Latrobe Wildcats. He took it up to about the 40-yard line, right over the 40-yard line at the 42 of their own 42, 1st and 10, the Latrobe Wildcats.
So Latrobe, with about 40 seconds left, they come out here in the shotgun formation, hand the ball off over the right side to their running back. He's up the sidelines, taken down by the Wolverines, a gain of about 8 yards on the play with 34 seconds left. They're at about midfield, so it looks like they're going to have a timeout on the field right now.
Yeah, that was that jet sweep they ran as he came from, it looked like the slot position, comes around the end. It was interesting to see who's the end on this side. Somebody going to show color. Somebody's going to come across the line of scrimmage. But it looks like they're playing on their heels because they're running that misdirection, that cross-buck action. Also, the quarterback kept it last time as well. And so we're going to have this game is being brought to you by Serenity Sound. Serenity Sound, some services include recording studios for all artists such as rappers, singers, podcasters, and audiobook narrators. For inquiries, email serenitysounds@gmail.com.
Once again, we're back live here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. The Woodland Hills Wolverines are taking on the Latrobe Wildcats in a 5A matchup, 21-20. So far, the Wildcats are leading the Wolverines. Big East matchup, playoff implications. Just a few seconds left to go here before half, and the Wildcats throw the ball short, get it to their receiver, and he's knocked out about the 35-yard line with about 27 seconds left on the clock.
Did you see the formation that they came out? The Latrobe Wildcats came out, and everybody was standing around in the backfield. Then they switched to another formation real quick, and so it was 5 wide, and there was nobody in the backfield, so you know it's a passing play. They sent everybody deep and ran somebody up under just to get some yardage for the first down with 27 seconds left.
So the Wolverines are going to have to make a play here as the Wildcats are getting close to scoring position here. 1st and 10 on about the 35-yard line. Come out in shotgun formation. Crossbuck hands the ball off up the middle to their running back, and he's running through a couple players here. He's down at about the 16-yard line for the Wildcats. And we have another timeout on the field with 21 seconds left here for the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats are on the move, and as we say, they average 37 points. They average 27 points a game. They're on a drive deep in Woodland Hills territory. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. We have a timeout on the field.
Yeah. So that was Dylan Gustafson again, once again up the middle. There was a little bit of confusion about the young man because on the roster he has number 26, but tonight he is donning the number 3. I'm not sure what the tribute is, but the young man is running hard, representing himself well, representing his family well. So we want to make sure we recognize that young man. But the Wildcats have driven the ball downfield quite easily against the Wolverines with little or no time on the clock and put themselves in a position to try to get points right before half. So the Wildcats come out, shotgun formation. Looks like quarterback, and he throws a screen right up the middle, and it's taken down. Middle screen by the Wildcats. 12 seconds left to go on the clock, and they take their final timeout.
That was a great defense by Keyshawn Davis, number 8, made a great tackle because it looked like it was wide open for the Latrobe Wildcats to punch it in and find pay dirt. But a great tackle by that young man, Keyshawn Davis, for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So that was a great play call. Had a little bit of trickery, little jet sweep action, fake the ball up the middle to the running back, and then turn around through a middle screen. Great creative play, but great defense by the Wolverines to keep them out of the touchdown for that.
So it's 2nd and 5 with 12 seconds left in the second quarter. 21 the Latrobe Wildcats, 20 Woodland Hills Wolverines. This is a big defensive stance for the Woodland Hills Wolverines to keep them out of the end zone.
So the Wildcats come out, shotgun formation. They have trips to the right, and they roll to the right. Look for the receiver, and he runs out of bounds with 8 seconds left to go at about the 9-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats as they look like they bring their kicker in. Look like they're going to try to attempt to tack some points on and stretch out their lead, take their lead to 4 points with a field goal here with 8 seconds left to go on the clock.
And I would say that's a good call by the head coach.
as you'd also have to be careful for the Wolverines. Make sure that you don't jump off sides, play disciplined football, and make sure that you are ready to defend the trick play. As right now, the Wildcats are leading, so they could go for a larger lead and do a trick play right before the half and try to extend their lead.
This is true. You have to be disciplined at this time and not go off sides and give them the first down.
So if we have a timeout in play, once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, not just tonight, but all year long here, Friday night, under the lights, spending your time live on Roxamore Sports, watching the Woodland Hills Wolverines and their Big East matchups all season. Wolverines are 4-2 overall, 2-2 in the conference. They have an opportunity to get to the playoffs this year as they attempt to restore the roar. Coach Tim Bostard is trying to lead the Wolverines back to the playoffs once again.
Yes, and that's unfamiliar territory for the Woodland Hills faithful not to be in the playoffs. So we're looking forward to that again this year.
So the Wildcats are up. The kick is up, and it looks like the kick is good. So the Wildcats extend their lead to 24-20 over the Wolverines with 4 seconds left to go here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium.
And it will loom large for the 2 extra points that Woodland Hills didn't get. That looms large right now, down by 4 yards, 4 seconds left before the half.
So I would just have, with only 4 seconds left to go on the clock, if I was the Wildcats, I would just do a little squib kick. I wouldn't give the Wolverines, with all those great athletes, an opportunity to return that ball. So I'd probably come out and do a little squib kick, take it in, regroup, come out and try to stretch the lead out. And we'll make our halftime adjustments, and we'll probably come back with a halftime show as well shortly. But we just like to see what's going to happen here with the Wolverines. What are they going to do to adjust to this running game of the Wildcats?
Yes, in the second half, they have to make some adjustments as they come out. It'll be interesting to see how they make those adjustments to stop the bleeding of this running attack by the Latrobe Wildcats. We said that it could be a high-scoring affair. As I spoke to one of the coaches out earlier, out front, one of the Woodland Hills coaches, I didn't think the outcome would be this way so far.
And that's exactly what we have, a squib kick, and it bounces around, and it's picked up by the Wolverines, and he tries to get around the corner, but he's taken down, and that'll do it for the half. So we are here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where the Wildcats have a lead over the Wolverines, 24-20. Big East 5A matchup, Friday night under the lights, Roxamore Sports, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community, fundraiser, and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit 4 Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit 4 Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit 4 Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Hello, I'm Leon Roxamore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of Grief from Home Services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I had family members up and down the East Coast, down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home would let no more than 10 people in to view the body. I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member. with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for Grief for Home Services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. We stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass. But we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
I started boxing when I was a kid, and I competed in the Golden Gloves. I started coaching boxing in probably late 90s. In 2000, we opened this gym, which is the 3rd Avenue Gym. We started the scholarship was in 2012. How you qualify for it? We set a 3-fight policy, which as long as you're registered for the USA Boxing, you're registered to compete, you're going to school, you're within this family. You're within the boxing family. Donations are made out to the WPAL, Western Pennsylvania Police Athletic League. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so donations are tax deductible. Contact me on my cell phone, 412-965-0703, or you can reach me by email at manningrdm147@netscape.net.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
This is Roxamore Sports Live here, halftime at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. We witnessed a great matchup between the Woodland Hills Wolverines and Latrobe Wildcats. Score 24-20. Wildcats are up, and it'll be interesting to see the adjustments that Woodland Hills will have to make. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas here, 5-8 matchup here at Latrobe Stadium in Westmoreland County.
Yes, great to be here with you Friday night under the lights. Last game of the season, 2020 COVID season, where we see a great matchup right now with two high-powered offenses. Haven't seen much defense so far, but we'll see what adjustments will be made at halftime as the Wildcats have come out with their quarterback, Landon Carnes, and he's put on a good show so far. He's also had great help from Dylan Gustafson. He's been out there running the ball well and getting up and down the field on the Wolverines, putting points on the board. So far, we're going to see what adjustments can be made in the second half, and if the Wolverines can slow down this high-powered offense of the Wildcats to get out of here with a victory.
Yes, that's what would need to happen on tonight because the Latrobe Wildcats have been scoring on offensive drives, big chunk yardages, running the crossbuck or the veer action, and the quarterback has been a magician, putting it in and taking it out too as well, and running the ball down on the field. And they've been scoring on offense. On the other hand, Woodland Hills scored on two offensive plays, and they also scored on a defense of pick up a fumble and ran it back. A sophomore did that. Angela Reddick picked it up and took it all the way back for the touchdown, a 60-yarder. And so that's where we stand with the score. But Woodland Hills are going for two, and they went for 2-3 times and only made it once and lost and didn't make it in the other two. And that's the difference of the score, because the Latrobe Wildcats got a kicker and be able to get them through, especially with the field goal late in the game.
So absolutely, we looked at the keys to success for the game, and we pretty much called both offenses were pretty potent, scoring points every game. Gave Woodland Hills defense the nod as far as the advantage was concerned, but we knew that Latrobe had a better kicking game, so we gave them the nod on special teams, and it holds true right now as they've taken a 4-point lead here into the halftime and over the Wolverines, and partly because of their kicker. They drove down late and scored a field goal with about 4 seconds left to go to put them up by 4 points here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Tim Boster does at halftime to come out and counteract that Latrobe running attack.
As both of these teams are fighting for their playoff lives, to get in, as we spoke about the COVID-19 season and all what's going on, so it'd be some at-large bids. It'd be interesting to see how the WPIL will pick those at-large bids for those who are making for the playoffs. Woodland Hills is 4-2. If they get out of here with a win, they'll be 5-2, and I believe they secure their position. But if they come out here with a loss, they'll be 4-3, and it'll be an uphill battle for them. Probably have to get in at an at-large bid to make it to the playoffs. And again, Woodland Hills faithful are not used to being in the playoffs as they missed it last year.
Yes, absolutely. So they missed the playoffs last year for the first time quite some time. So Tim Bossert has come out this year making an effort to restore the roar for the Wolverines and get them back on a winning track. It's been a good season overall, but you just got to close out games and teams that you should win and you should beat. This is one of those nights where you got to get your team up for the game. You got to come out and close it out and secure your position to get into the postseason and make a run in the playoffs.
Yes, it seems like after a big loss to Gateway last week, I believe the score was 21-16. I believe the score was, and so they lost that big game, and maybe they might be down from that or a loss from that because it looked like they were lackluster as they came out on this field tonight. Just doing the stretch-ups, doing the warm-ups, and also they came out under the tunnel. They didn't come out with no running, no enthusiasm or anything of the sort. So I don't know if they woke up now, but they still have a chance to get out of here with a win. The score is only 24-20 at halftime here at Latrobe Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, so as you hear the festivities in the background, we haven't had a lot of fans all season, but here at Latrobe, this is homecoming, and they are celebrating all of their seniors as well. And we like to take a time and pause and appreciate all these young people that have forged their way through this tough season. As we know as adults, it's been tough for us. These kids have done a great job. But right now, the Wolverines are fighting an uphill battle. They have to go into halftime and figure out what they're going to do to stop the run of the Wildcats. They're going to have to get Deontay Williams going on the offense, and they're also going to have to get the ball to their big play skill position players and allow them to get the ball and get the yards after catch, all right, and then make big plays to get out of here with a victory tonight.
Yes, you just can't continue to run, the wham play, the 26 wham or the 24 wham is the famous play, one of the famous plays of the Woodland Hills Wolverines, running it over the guard, on the inside wham. And so, you have to come off of that and do the play action pass on that too, and also the screen play. And we've been speaking it all day. I mean, we've been speaking it every game, the mid-range or the intermediate pass plays too as well. We've seen some of that tonight, with Tariq Scipio, catching the ball and trying to make move in space, trying to make some things happen. I would like to see the ball in Armani Bailey's hands a little bit more. Amari Daniels, number 5. I would like to see the ball in his hands a little bit more too as well.
So we're going to have to look forward to the adjustments in the second half. And also the Wildcats are going to have to come out, continue to dominate the play, continue to dominate the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to continue to keep pressure on Deontay Williams as they did in the first half. And they're going to have to figure out how to stop the receivers of the Wolverines, because if they get it going, they can score early and often, but they just got to get the ball to the receivers. They had a few receivers open deep. They missed out on a couple big plays. So the Wildcats are going to have to make sure they shore that up in the second half if they want to get out of here with a victory.
Yes, they had some receivers open, but Deontay Williams was sometimes under pressure, throwing on a run where he has to flip his hips to get the ball out there. But what was started on a run and the ball was a little bit short, but he had some receivers open that you spoke about, but he was under duress at those times too as well. So, but it's interesting to see how they stop this vaunted Latrobe offense that is, getting chunk plays after chunk plays, running, faking the jet screen and coming right off of that, underneath with the running back getting the handoff, coming up over the guard, or the jet screen running out. The DN or somebody got to show color. The outside linebacker got to step up, but nobody's stepping up on those plays, and they're being able to turn the corner and cut it up and get big yardage out of that too. And then the quarterback, as you spoke about, the big-time quarterback, as you spoke about for them, Landon Carnes, he fakes it all and keeps it and runs it up the middle and makes some things happen.
Absolutely. So they've been gashing the Wolverines inside and out. They've been running the ball up off tackle. They've been getting it on the edge, making big plays. One of the things that I noticed about the Wolverines defense is their quarterback on defense is missing. Taylon Brooks, and they are definitely hurting as a result of that young man not being out there tonight.
Because he erased a lot of mistakes. Reminds you of a player that used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Troy Polamalu. He erased a lot of mistakes when people made, or the young man who got hurt, Shazier erased a lot of mistakes when he was in the game too as well, and that's what Taylon Brooks did on defense. He erased a lot of mistakes and make great tackles in the open field.
So we'd like to thank you for joining us all season long here live on Roxamore Sports. We have brought you all the Woodland Hills games Friday night under the lights. Great night of football here in Western Pennsylvania. Craig Thomas along with my co-host Sam the Lumberjack Timbers. We'd like to thank everybody for watching, both near and afar. Te amo, mi amor, Giselle and Avril, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit 4 Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit 4 Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit 4 Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
This is Roxamore Sports. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas. We're here at the greater Latrobe Stadium at Woodland Hills. It's playing a hard-fought game against the Latrobe Wildcats. And this game is being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Do you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs? They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company. Pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your services. Also, this game is being brought to you by Senator Jay Costa. Senator Jay Costa, the Democratic leader of the 43rd District. Go Wolverines. Also, Serenity Sounds. Serenity Sounds, whose services include a recording studio for all artists such as rappers, singers, and casters, and audio book narrators. For inquiries, email serenitysounds@gmail.com. Also, this game is being brought to you by the Stevie Briston Foundation. The Stevie Briston Foundation wants to wish Mariah good luck this season with the cheerleading Wolverines. And this game is being brought to you by Soul Pit, the magazine, Soul Pit, which is a Soul Pit Media, soulpit.com, proud partner of Roxamore Sports. That is Soul Pit Media.
So just about set for the second half of play. The Wolverines are trailing the Latrobe Wildcats 24-20 here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. Big 5A Big East matchup. Playoff implications for the Wolverines and the Wildcats as this COVID season has shortened it. The Wolverines are 4-2. The Wildcats are 1-2 in the conference and 2-3 overall. So they have an opportunity, maybe at a far shot, but an opportunity if they get out of here with another conference win to maybe get to the playoffs, as there'll be at-large bids for teams here due to the shortened season and the missed games for COVID. So we'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight and all year long, Friday night, under the lights, Roxamore Sports. My name is Craig Thomas, and we wanted to just do a little talk about, Sam, what did you see out of the Wildcats in the first half as far as their running game?
The Wildcats ran the misdirection with the crossbuck in the backfield. Everything was done by deception, and it all started with number 2, the quarterback, Landon Carnes, being able to put it in and pull it out. You know, they ran the jet sweep, and then off the jet sweep, they would fake the jet sweep and give it on a veer action, you know, coming back the other way. And they ran a play off of everything else. And so the deception of the plays that they ran was confusing the defense, and they were getting big chunk yardage out of every play. And it all started with number 2, Landon Carnes.
So as you stated, the Wildcats had 266 total yards that first half. 230 of those yards were rushing. So that tells the tale right there, the first half. And the Wolverines had 103 yards in the first half with 31 of those rushing, which pretty much tells you the story of how those offenses have performed in the first half. So we'll see what comes out in the second half as we get set for play here live at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium. I'm Craig Thomas, along with Sam the Lumberjack Timbers, and we should be set for play in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
This is Roxamore Sports here at the Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium, home where Arnold Palmer and Fred Rogers were born out here in the Greater Latrobe area. We're about to start the second half for Woodland Hills. The Latrobe Wildcats is about to kick off, and then Woodland Hills is down by 4 at the start of the second half, 24-20.
The pooch kick is down and it's taken by the Wolverines at about the 25-yard line. Up the right sideline, he has a lot of room, and he's in daylight. Looks like he's going to go. He has a host of blockers, and he's gone all the way to start the second half. Eshawn Carter for the Wolverines takes us to the house.
And so as we speak about special teams, and we spoke about the Latrobe Wildcat having the nod, and then Woodland Hills comes out and takes it to the house, in the opening, in the third quarter, takes it, Eshawn Carter takes it to the house with a distance with 11:49 in the third quarter. That's how you come out the second half with enthusiasm.
So that was a big play there by the Wolverines. Eshawn Carter, one of those great receivers of the Wolverines, gets the ball on a squib kick, takes it to the house. Wolverines are set for their 2-point conversion, fakes the ball, hands it off up the middle, and a two-point conversion is stalled. Number 21, Eric Siebels. He was stopped short, and it looks like
Deontay Williams took the ball from me. Sean Carter tried to take it in himself, but they already had the play dead. Forward progress was shut down.
So the two-point conversion is no good for the Wolverines, but nonetheless, the Wolverines take the lead out of halftime, 26-24. Big play on special teams by the Wolverines that gives them the lead here in the second half.
And so those are the kind of plays that you would need in a game like this when it's scoring prowess with that vaunted offense of the Latrobe Wildcats. Now Woodland Hills is getting on the board any way possible. They got a defensive score, and now they have a special team score too as well.
Well, like we alluded to earlier in the show, that great teams find a way to win. They got to score on offense, they got to score on special teams, do whatever necessary to win the game. As big players will make big plays.
Sean Carter just was a big player as he ran that back to the house for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. 11:49 left in the third quarter. Woodland Hills 26, the Wildcats 24.
Kickoff by Deontay Williams takes the Wildcats back to about the 5-yard line, and he's hit at about the 25-yard line. Kyle Brewer, looks like, for the Wildcats, bring the ball up, and that's where they will have their first possession here in the second half.
In there on special teams, who's making a lot of tackles on defense, number 8, Keyshawn Davis, 12th grader, 6'1", 168 pounds, wide receiver DB. He's making a lot of tackles in here on defense tonight, but also out there on special teams as well, the senior, Keyshawn Davis.
Landon Carnes, senior, brings his team out, shotgun formation, hands the ball off over the right side. Oh, and the ball is up, and it goes back to the Wildcats as they get a fortuitous bounce there and get the ball as the running back was hit and fumbles the ball, and it goes right to the Wildcats, and as they retain possession in a gain of about 3 yards.
In there on the tackle, number 13, Angelo Reddick. He's a sophomore, 172-pound linebacker, makes the tackle. He's getting a lot of action in there on the defense. I don't recall him early on in the season in there on the defense, but in the late of the season, he's in there now, and he's making his presence felt.
Carnes fakes the ball, hands the ball off up the middle. Once again, the workhorse. That is Gustafson again up the middle for a gain about 15 yards, and he gets a first down.
In there on the tackle, Angelo Reddick, again, the sophomore for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, but not before he gets the line of game, gets first down yardage for the Latrobe Wildcats.
So I'm not sure why the Wolverines won't commit more people to the run when the Wildcats have showed the propensity to run the ball a lot more than they've been passing the ball. So for some reason, looks like the Wolverines get in there on a blitz on the defensive side and stop the Wildcats for a little or no gain. Looks like a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
That was number 52, Savon Givner, who we haven't called a lot, but he's a big-time defensive tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. He has made his presence felt throughout this season. Looking for him to step it up a little bit more, making plays like that in the second half for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So it looks like Carnes brings his team out. They're just about set for play. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 boxcars, and he fakes the ball and he rolls out to his left. He's looking for a receiver. He's being pursued by the Wolverines. He throws the ball deep. He has 2 people down there, and it looks like he drops the ball. He looks like the Wildcats had it, they caught it, and they dropped it. Incomplete pass.
Nice play as the quarterback rolled out, the big quarterback for the Latrobe Wildcats, Landon Carnes. He had pressure coming on him, drawed him in, and then threw a nice little pass, but it fell through the defender's hand, through the receiver's hands, correction. 3rd and 10 for the Latrobe Wildcats. You can't let nobody get behind you on the defense.
Yeah, it looks like the Wolverines only had 1 defender back. So it looks like the Wildcats come out in the same formation, Looks like we have illegal procedures call against the Wildcats, false start. So that's going to back them up 5 yards, bring up a 3rd down and 15. So this series here would be big for the Wolverines if they can come out of halftime and get a stop. They got a score on their first possession on a great kickoff return. And if they could come out right now and put a stop to this offense and get the ball back for their offense and maybe get a score, they could maybe make some headway here.
Yes, definitely. This is a big-time quarter, the third quarter, as we always speak about. It's a very important quarter.
So Carnes is back, shotgun, pump fakes it, throws the ball over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. So it looks like they're going to have to punt the ball. We haven't seen a lot of the punter so far for the Wildcats tonight. I think this may be his second punt of the night, if I don't recall correctly, but I believe this is his second punt. Nonetheless, the Wolverines are back deep.
That was a great defensive play for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Back deep, number 3, Eshawn Carter.
And it's a great kick. A lot of height. He lets it bounce. It takes a Wolverine bounce and goes out dead at about the 30-yard line, of where Deontay Williams and that Wolverine offense will come out and take over for their second possession, second half.
What I don't understand is, when you're back deep for the punt, why not run and get up under it and fair catch that right there, then let it bounce around I don't know if they're being told to do that, not getting under it and fair catching it right there where the ball would have been up here. But it did take a fortuitous bounce for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So I'd rather for the young man not to come up and catch it if he's unsure about being able to handle it, because that could be disastrous. If he comes up and tries to catch it, he's not sure about it. So,
well, if he's not, if you're going to play, if you're back there,
So we're back to live play. Deontay Williams takes the ball over the right side on the quarterback keeper for a gain of about 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, back to the play on the punt. If you're unsure about that, then I understand. But I haven't seen him fair caught all season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, hey, so that being said, if they haven't done it all season, don't start tonight, please. So we are second down and 3 yards to go. Shotgun formation for the Wolverines, and it looks like they draw the Wildcats offside to get a first down by penalty. So coming out of halftime, it looks like the Wolverines have refocused, and it looks like the Wildcats have lost a little bit of their mo here on homecoming night. The Wolverines are trying to spoil the homecoming for the Wildcats here in Latrobe, PA, Greater Memorial Stadium. Woodland Hills lines up for first down.
The Wildcats are on the 4-4.
Shotgun formation. Deontay looks to his right, throws the ball, and completes it for a gain of about 4 yards. To Armani Bailey. Good to see that young man get involved in the game. I like to see him on a jet sweep, come around and get the ball in his hands, as he's a great runner as well.
And he was brought down by number 3 for the Wildcats, and they're on the tackle.
Second down and 6 for the Wolverines. Deontay Williams rolls to his left, looks deep, has a receiver. Number 4, Armani Bailey, once again, turned into a defender there as the ball was a little bit behind him. It looks like the defender for the Wildcats had an opportunity to go at it, but Armani Bailey played defense on that play to break that up.
And that was number 3, Dalen Gustafson. He's all over the field on offense and defense, as he just made a couple defensive plays just now. Almost had the pick. That could have been a pick 6. But again, Armani Bailey played defense. He turned to the defender and knocked it out.
So we have a timeout, a stoppage in play here. It looks like the coach for the Latrobe Wildcats is a little upset at his defense. He's calling them over to the sideline. Take a timeout here and play with 8 minutes and 1 second left to go here in the third quarter. Craig Thomas along with Sam the Lumberjack Timbers here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. Wolverines lead 26-24 in a 5A matchup. We'd like to thank our sponsor.
This game is being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification system repairs, replacement, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. That's Allegheny's Best, HVAC.
So once again, we're back to live play. Last play was a third down, and pass was completed over the right side to number 2, Tariq Scipio, for a first down. The Wolverines drive continues as they are in Wildcat territory at about the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation, hands the ball off over the left side. He's up the sideline, has a lot of room, and he's thrown down out of bounds. Great call there to get the ball to Armani Bailey on the edge.
Yes, that was a nice play on the jet sweep as they ran Armani Bailey that way. We haven't seen a lot of that play, but it opened up some things, and Armani Bailey got to the corner in there for the defender for the Latrobe Wildcats, number 32, Kyle Brewer, making a tackle, but not after first down yardage. Woodland Hills is on the move.
So they are on about the 27-yard line right now. Wolverines with a first down. Deontay Williams, shotgun formation, keeps the ball off the left side, and he goes ahead for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. I'll bring up a second down and about 5 yards.
He's brought down by number 54, the Latrobe Wildcats, in there on a play. Peyton Havlicek.
So 2nd and 6 there. Wolverines are marching. Fake the ball, throw it off to the right side, getting the ball out to the receiver in space, and he's close to the first down.
So that's first down yardage. Pass was to Amani Bailey. Woodland Hills are on the move.
It's good to see them getting the ball out of the hand of Deontay Williams early, getting the ball to the outside to these playmakers, letting them make plays. I like to see them get the ball to the Wolverines do a little crossbuck action, hand the ball off up the middle, fake the jet sweep, gets the room, and he's ahead for a gain of about 3 yards on first down.
It looks like the Woodland Hills Wolverines made some adjustments on offense as they ran a couple plays that we haven't seen ran, early on in this game. Looks like they took a page out of the Latrobe Wildcats offense.
So that's a great
things up.
Absolutely. So as we tee it up here, shotgun formation for Deontay Williams. He has trips to the left, flanked by Eric Siebels, back, and he throws the ball wide open, and he drops the ball in the end zone. Eshawn Carter, look the ball in your hand, sons. You got to catch that one.
That was a perfect pass and a perfect route that they ran, a mid-range route, and he's wide open in the end zone. Got to look that in, Eshawn Carter, for the score.
Yeah, great play, great execution. Now you got to go back and make a play here on third down. That brings up a third down and about 7 yards to go for the Wolverines here with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left to go on the clock.
And you hear the chant from the Latrobe Wildcat fans saying, "Let's go Cats, let's go defense."
Looks like he dropped the ball. I'm not sure they're giving him the reception. Absolutely not. They said he did not retain the ball. And that's going to bring up a fourth down for the Wolverines here as they retain possession there. Ball goes off the hands of the receiver. Cannot do the tip drill. Tip it up for the defender because it will be an interception.
As we spoke about the receivers getting their hands on the ball, that was number 5, Amari Daniels, who should have looked that in and caught that as well. And so that's 2 receivers that had the ball in their hands and missed it. And so now it's 4th and 8 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
Shotgun formation once again. Deontay Williams throws the ball up, and it looks like it's incomplete in the end zone. Looked like it was intended for Tariq Scipio, But the Wolverines are going to kick themselves as they get away from that possession. Had several opportunities to score there and come away with no points on a great drive.
And that was number 23 for the Latrobe Wildcats defender. Forgive me if I don't say his name right. Marco Mangaluzzo. Forgive me if I messed his name up trying to get it right. But that was a great play on the defense by number 23 by the young man for the Latrobe Wildcats.
So once again, the Wildcats take over the ball at about the 13-yard line, it looks like. Hand the ball off over the right side. There's a host of defenders there for the Wolverines to stack them up for a short gain on the play. Deontay Williams, the quarterback, was in there on that play.
Yes, Deontay Williams, he's Mr. Everything. Plays offense, defense, punts, kicks the ball off. So he's out there doing a lot. And he's landing on the line tonight, because this may be the last game. It's the last game, and so they want to make it to the playoffs, so they got their best players out there. And he's Mr. Superman in his own right.
So that brings up second down and about 7 for the Wildcats. Look like they have 2 wide receivers to the right. Hand the ball off over the left side, and he's taken down immediately for number 3, Dylan Gustafson, down for a short gain, or it looks like a loss on the play.
That was number 50, Julian Jeffries, in there on the play. Number 52, Savon Gidner, also in there on the play as well. Blows that play up, gets up excited for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. The defense has to make a stand.
4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Wolverines leading the Wildcats 26-24. Third down. Quarterback is back, rolls out to his right, looks for a receiver, has under pressure. He throws the ball deep, and it looks like it's intercepted by the Wolverines. Ball will go the other way. Great defense. Looks like, was that Deontay Williams on the quarterback back there?
That was number 5 in there on the defense. Amari Daniels makes the interception. Or was it number 6, Deontay Williams, on the interception?
Looks like Amari Daniels. Great, another great
That was
receiver.
a great play by Amari Daniels, number 5 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. As I just said, alluded to, the defense has to make a stand and protect this lead with 3:52 left in the third quarter. Woodland Hills 26, the Latrobe Wildcats 24. First and 10 from their own 35, Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So Deontay Williams comes out, 2 wide receivers on both sides of the field, shotgun formation, and we have Laundry on the field. False start against the Wolverines, going to back them up by 5. It looks like the defense did jump a little bit on the inside, but I'm not sure what the referee saw, but he's going to back them up 5 yards here. So we'll see if the Wolverines can take this drive down the field and add to their lead.
Yes, they can't shoot themselves in the foot right now. Starting behind the chains, 1st and 15, deep in their own territory. They got to put together a drive.
So this is where I like to see the Wolverines come up. They're going to kick the leg back. Looks like up the middle. Jones is gone. He has a couple people to beat, but he's taken down at about the 35-yard line. Brandon Jones, freshman running back, putting in work.
In there on the tackle for the Latrobe Wildcats, number 30. That's Raymond Henderson in there on the tackle.
So the Wolverines come out. They are in Wildcat territory. Shotgun formation. Deontay Williams rolls to his right, throws the ball, has a reception, and he is taken down for a gain of about Tariq Scipio for a gain of about 7 yards on the play.
That was a nice play by Deontay Williams to roll out and to throw that ball, that far away to the sideline to be able to get it in there. They're getting the ball to their big play receivers now, it seems like, the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
So the Wolverines come out, trips to the left, hand the ball off, fakes the ball up the middle. Deontay Williams keeps the ball and looks like he's just short of the first down. Bring up a 3rd down and 1 yard to go here as the Wolverines are trying to bleed this clock, and we are under 3 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
The Latrobe Wildcats make some wholesale substitutions on the defensive ball. Big number 73 comes in for the Wildcats. Isaac Landry comes in, and number 5 also comes in. Colin Stevens.
Deontay Williams keeps the ball, fakes it in the round, jet sweep, keeps the ball up the middle, and he's ahead for a 1st down for the Wolverines.
He was tackled by a host of Latrobe Wildcats by number 25, Ian Smith. And number 35, Luke Zilka, was in there on the tackle for the Latrobe Wildcats.
Wolverines break the huddle, just over 2 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Motion, and we have another penalty on the play. False start for the Wolverines. So while we have a quick second, we'd like to encourage you, November 3rd is coming. Vote November 3rd. Let your vote be your voice. If you don't stand for something, you'll go for anything. Please get out and vote.
Back to live action. Woodland Hills comes out on the ball after a penalty offside, so it's 1st and 15 with 1:42 left in the 3rd quarter. They're on the drive.
Shotgun formation. Deontay Williams looks up top, throws a jump play up, and it's up, and it's caught. Touchdown is juggled, tipped, and it is a spectacular grab by number 2, Tariq Scipio, for the Wolverines to put their lead up to push it up to 32-24 over the Wildcats here at Memorial Stadium.
Now, Tariq Scipio knows all about the tip drill and goes up and get that thing. High points the ball after the tip, comes down with it. Big play receiver in Tariq Scipio.
So it looks like 32-24. The Wolverines come out in the 2-point, looking for a 2-point conversion. Come out with 4 wide receivers set. Little motion, fakes the handoff, up the middle, walks in, pushes the lead to 34-24. 10-point lead for the Wolverines. Craig Thomas along with Sam the Lumberjack Timbers. And we're here at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium. And we are going to take just a brief moment to thank another one of our sponsors. And thank you for joining us. Thank our sponsor tonight.
This game is being brought to you by the Stevie Bristol Foundation. The Stephen Bristol Foundation wants to wish Mariah good luck this season with cheerleading Wolverines. Also, this game is being brought to you by Worldwide. Get your copy today of the new release single, Worldwide by Boona, and all the digital stores for just $1. Go to Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, and more to get your copy today. That is Worldwide.
Welcome back to live play here at Wildcats versus the Woodland Hills Wolverines at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. 5A WPIL football Big East matchup. Woodland Hills just took a lead up to 10 points right now, kicked the ball off. Wildcats have the ball at about the 30-yard line, cross the 35, and he's taken down at about the 37-yard line is where the Wildcats will come out in this play. So, Sam, what are you seeing so far by the Wolverines in the second half?
The Wolverines made some adjustments on the offensive side of the ball. You know, they ran some plays that we haven't seen them run for some time now with the jet sweep, and also running some plays off of that jet sweep where, you know, Deontay isn't the first option, but he's the second option in keeping it. And, you know, and getting some yardage, busting in right over top, knifing over top the guards and making something happen.
Landon Carnes is in. He hands the ball off to his running back, try to go back against the grain, and the Wolverines are ready for it, and they take him down for little or no gain on the play. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard. That's going to be about a second down and 9 yards to go.
And on the defensive side of the ball, there's been some adjustments as well as they're reading their keys, you know, with the crossbuck action, you know, and faking the jet sweep or running the jet sweep. It seems like Woodland Hills have made some adjustments on the defensive side of the ball with that as well.
So Carnes is back, hands the ball off, on the end around, and he has some daylight. He's up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds. That's number 32 for the Wildcats, Kyle Brewer. Great play by the young man. Great crossbuck action, misdirection. Had the Wolverines full and gets up the sideline for a great game.
And he's brought out of bounds by number 2, Tariq Scipio, but not after he gets first down yardage. Just as I spoke about, it looked like they made some adjustments, and then the Latrobe Wildcats comes out with a play.
So we're under 1 minute here left to go in the third quarter at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium. Wildcats hand the ball off. He runs into his own man, and he's taken down for a gain of about 12, 13 yards on the play as the Wildcats are finding daylight once again.
With that vaunted offense that they run, they ran the young man, Raymond Henderson, comes around, loose around, don't give it to him, and then they fake it to him, give it to the back who's there, and he shoots right up the gut, finding a lot of daylight in between, the guards, making some things happen and making some yardage after the hit too as well.
So it looks like this will be the last play here of the third quarter. Wildcats are up, hand the ball off, up the middle, breaks the tackle. Gustafson, again, the workhorse, is up the middle, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We will go to the fourth quarter with the Wolverines leading 10 points, 34-24 over the Wildcats here in Greater Latrobe. I'm Craig Thomas along with Sam the Lumberjack Timbers, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
This is Roxamore Sports live here at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where Latrobe is on a drive in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills 34, Latrobe 24.
Hands the ball off. Dylan hands the ball off over the right side. Running back goes up the sideline, out of bounds at about the 6 or 7 yard line. It's going to be a first and goal for the Wildcats. They are trailing here with 34-24 early in the fourth quarter to the Wolverines. This is a big-time game with big-time playoff implications. Both teams are fighting for their lives here, so we'll see who is going to come out of this one victorious.
See who's going to make a play for the Woodland Hills defense.
Looks like he fakes the ball off the jet sweep, and it looks like the Wildcats are in. We have a signal for a touchdown. We have a Wolverine come out of the pile with the football, but nonetheless, looks like this is going to be a tight ball game as the Wildcats go in for a score to make it a tight game, 34-30 with the extra point forthcoming. Extra point is up and good, so we have a 3-point ball game here in Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. Woodland Hills Wolverines 34, the Wildcats 31 here. 5A Big East matchup. We'd like to thank another sponsor.
This game was being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs, and replacements and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony and use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. Allegheny's Best, HVAC.
Welcome back to live play at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium. Woodland Hills Wolverines leading the Wildcats 34-31. We are just about set for kickoff here. The Wildcats will be kicking off to the Wolverines. And we are set for the kick here with 11 minutes and 27 seconds left to go on the clock here. Great night for football. Friday night under the lights. Roxamore Sports, and they're off. Squib kick picked up by one of the up men on the line, and he has a little daylight taken down at about the 40-yard line. Great field position for the Wolverines.
That's interesting to see what they'll do with this field position. As we speak about Woodland Hills defense has to get a little better. Also, the defense for the Latrobe Wildcats, got to stop this vaunted offense of Woodland Hills that has gotten some life in the second half, came out and put a nice drive together. Interesting to see what they'll do with this drive right here, their second drive of the second half.
Yes, hopefully the Wolverines will keep the pedal to the metal, continue to call the plays as they had done. But once again, now we are back to that first down off tackle play with no motion and no deception. So I'm not sure what that's about, but nonetheless, 11 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game. Much too much time to be trying to milk the clock right now.
So he was tackled by number 54 for the Latrobe Wildcats, Peyton Habitat on the tackle.
Wolverines come out, two wide receivers to the left, a little jet sweep action. Deontay Williams fakes the ball and he keeps it, goes up the left sideline for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up a third down and about 5 yards to go on third down.
Tackle by Gustafson, number 3 for the Latrobe Wildcats, 3rd and 4 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines.
At the 45-yard line, it's a big play for both teams here. Wolverines in shotgun formation. Deontay Williams rolls to his right, looks up, throws the ball, has a receiver wide open. Couldn't get the ball to the young man. Looked like Armani Bailey was wide open there.
It looked like Deontay Williams was under duress. Had a little rush as he rolled out to his right. I don't know if he took a hit. He's still bending down on the field. Stands up now. Got a little gimp in his step too. Hopefully the young man is okay.
Yeah, it looked like there could have been a penalty on that play as he did get rid of the ball, but no flag on the play. 10:05 left on the clock. Williams is back to punt. And a kick, he gets it up. It's a short kick, and it looks like it's going to take a Wolverine bounce, and it's going to fall dead at about the 23-yard line is where the Wildcats will take over on play.
Coach, I know, Mr. Thomas, I know we in the fourth quarter with 9:56 left, but, you got to let it all hang out on the field. I believe it could have been a fake punt right there at that time, with Deontay Williams, but nevertheless, they're trusting in their defense, to put it on. So they're giving them a whole field to have to go for the Latrobe Wildcats.
Yeah, so I'd like to see the Wolverines come up here and do some run blitz here as the Wildcats have been gashing them. So come up and put a little pressure on that running game. Don't allow them to run down the field uninhibited, basically. Just run at will down the field. So
we have a timeout on the field for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. So with this little pause in the action, I'd like to give a shout out to my Uncle Wayne, who just had surgery, and he's taking chemo now himself, and we bought him shirts for Team Wayne, and he works for, the Palisades Plaza maintenance, opening up the doors, and also he works for Ciopa Racing. So we like to give Uncle Wayne a shout-out. Team Wayne, Uncle Wayne. We call him Uncle Wayne, Uncle Big Dude, or a.k.a. the Big Show.
So back to the action here. We have paused on the field. We have today national days. National Boston Cream Pie Day, National TV Talk Show Host Day, National iPod Day, and National Mold Day. We are back to live action. Hands off up the middle, fakes it up the middle, goes around the right side, tripped up by the Wolverines by short gain. Great fake by the quarterback, Landon Carnes. I had everyone fooled, but the Wolverines showed up to shut that play down.
In there on the tackle for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, Keyshawn Davis. This young man is making a lot of tackles tonight on the field. That was a nice play by Keyshawn Davis. Nice deception by the quarterback.
Landon Carnes, definitely great magician there. Carried out his fakes, had everyone fooled, but a few of the Wolverines read their keys, stayed home, and made a great play. Come up, hands the ball off over the left side, and the Wolverines are ready for the workhorse for the Wildcats, Mr. Gustafson. They were ready for him there.
Keyshawn Davis came up, he read it right, but he went a little high, got stiffed on, and got pushed off, and then so he was able to get a little bit more yardage. But Keyshawn Davis had him in the backfield or at the line of scrimmage.
So it looks like the Wolverines have come out and they decided to take away the run as they are crowding up the line of scrimmage with more defenders trying to take away the run game from the Wildcats. They come out. This is a big third down for the Wolverines. 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Quarterback is there. He throws a little screen pass. It's completed, and he is ahead for a first down.
As a defender, you got to read that. You got to read the 1001, and then the release. They let him go. You got to feel that as a defensive lineman and know that's a screenplay coming up. But nevertheless, they get the screenplay busted wide open. They get the first down.
Great play by number 10, Drake Clayton. He goes down low to scoop that ball out of the dirt. He digs it out and gets it ahead for a first down to keep his team out on the field. And it looks like a handoff over the right side again, left side for the Wildcats. He goes ahead for about a 5-yard gain on that play.
And it seems like every time they run that play with number 30, Raymond Henderson, comes around, that they don't give him the ball and they give it to the running back. They might be setting that up for something late in the game. We have a player down for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. I believe that's number 55 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, Julius Brown. The young man that's down. Hope the young man is okay.
So while we have a pause in the play here, hopefully the player is good, but we would like to thank Senator Jay Costa, the Democratic leader of the 43rd District. Go Wolverines. Jay Costa has been a longtime supporter of the Wolverines and would like to wish the Wolverines great luck in the season. And also, we would like to thank Serenity Sounds. Serenity Sounds, whose services include a recording studio for all artists, such as rappers, singers, podcasters, and audiobook narrators. For inquiries, email serenitysounds@gmail.com.
Back to live action. Young man, we have a injury timeout, but he gets up and he's leaving on his own 2 feet, on his own will, so that's a good thing that the young man is okay. It's 7:53 here in the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills 34, Latrobe Wildcats 31, 2nd and 5 from their own 47. The Wildcats are on the move.
So once again, Wildcats are up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Quarterback is underneath center, hands the ball off on a jet sweep over the right side to number 32, takes the ball. Kyle Brewer takes it ahead for a first down. And we are at we are under 8 minutes here at Latrobe Greater Memorial Stadium, where the Wolverines are clinging to a 3-point lead.
And the Latrobe Wildcats are on a drive where they're eating up the clock too as well. When you're on defense, you got to see when the quarterback comes up under center and runs that play.
Wildcats are back in shotgun, hand the ball off over the left side. He's met by a host of defenders for the Wolverines. Gustafson taken down for looks like a loss on the play.
That was a cornerback blitz by number 1, Gavin Yarborough, comes in on a corner blitz and blows it up in the backfield. As my co-host spoke about, Craig Thomas, who knows a lot about football, says that we need some run blitz to go on, and they send the corner in, makes that tackle.
So it looks like Wildcats come out in shotgun formation again. Landon Carnes has been the quarterback the whole way. He rolls to his right, looks for somebody, intercepted, and he's up the sideline, and he's taken down at about the 50-yard line, the 48-yard line for the Wolverines. Great defensive play.
And that's number 8, Keyshawn Davis, as I spoke about. He's making a lot of tackles tonight, and also he makes his presence felt on the pick too, steps up. As we just spoke about up here in the press box, we need a turnover. The Woodland Hills Wolverines need a turnover, and they get it done by number 8, Keyshawn Davis.
So we'll see if the Wolverines can go down and pay this one off, turnover, and get some points off of this turnover to push their lead back up again. As they're clinging to a 3-point lead with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left. Deontay Williams is in a shotgun with Eric Siebels behind him. 2 wide receivers right and left. Hands the ball off up the middle with a gain of about 2 to 3 yards on the play.
He gets hit in the backfield quickly, first and foremost, because the Latrobe Wildcats are running a run blitz. They know that Woodland Hills is running the ball on first down period. I mean, mostly all night. And so they shoot the gaps, trying to make some things happen, trying to make a fumble or something. Luckily, the young man held on to the ball.
Absolutely. So the Wolverines come out. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. Low snap, hands the ball off up the middle, and he goes nowhere. And looks like the ball came loose on the play, but the referees have called the play down by contact. We'll bring up a 3rd down for the Wolverines and a long 7 or a short 8, depending on how you look at it.
So it's 3rd down and about 8 to go for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. It would be great if the Woodland Hills Wolverines would get some points on the board this drive. Don't want to give the ball back to that vaunted offense of the Latrobe Wildcats.
So the Wolverines come out in a bunch formation to the right. Deontay Williams is under pressure. He rolls. He's looking for someone. He takes off running, and he's forced out of bounds with a short gain. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolverines. So this is decision time for Coach Tim Bostard. You have to decide what you're going to do. It looks like he's going to punt the ball away. I may go for a trick play right here and go for a fake punt. See if you can catch the Wildcats sleeping here and put this one away.
You do have the quarterback as the punter. Can make something happen. Somebody may be able to leak out.
Absolutely. It looked like Jones is up back over there to the left. Deontay Williams is back, a little quick kick, and he gets the ball away, and it bounces, and it goes down. Looks like it goes down at about – it looks like it's going to be a touchback. So they'll bring the ball out, and the Wildcats will start out their drive here.
We have an injury timeout on the field, a player down for the Latrobe Wildcats.
So while we have a moment, we'd like to thank Ron Corsi, the athletic director of the Woodland Hills Wolverines, putting together a great program once again, a few years into the job. We'd like to also thank Dr. Woods, principal, who's been doing a great job up there as well with the kids and doing a lot, making sure the kids got computers and are able to work from home and being very supportive as a principal as he should. But we'd like to thank you for you guys doing such a great job.
We also like to thank, Dr. Harris, too, who is the superintendent of the school district as well. And also just being mindful, hashtag we are the change.
Yeah, so it looks like the young man is up off the field under his own volition and looks like he's going to shake it off. But the Wildcats will take over, trailing the Wolverines 34-31 with just under 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. They'll be taking over at the 20-yard line.
So this is an important drive right here. With about 5 minutes, a little bit under 5 minutes to go. Woodland Hills up by 3. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Latrobe Wildcats trying to put together a winning drive.
So they come out. Landon Carnes at the quarterback. Fakes the ball, does an end around sweep, and he has a little daylight. He's up the right sideline, and he's taken down after a gain of about 14 yards for the Wildcats.
Nice play as they pulled that out. They ran the end around, got outside to the corner. That's another first down for the Latrobe Wildcats.
But I'm not really, to me, it's not that hard to defend that play. The end on that side comes upfield and contains the ball. You don't let them get outside of you. When they come around with that sweep action, jet sweep, you have that end or defender on that side of the ball come up the field and turn it back inside. So they hand the ball off up the middle, and it's ahead for about Gustafson again, ahead for about a 4-yard gain on the play.
Yes, we spoke about that at halftime. The end coming up, showing color, showing himself, making the defender cut it back inside. But evidently he must be being blocked. He could be being blocked down, or he's not coming up off the field. Maybe he's not shooting up the field, keeping his outside arm. I played a lot of defensive end myself. You got to keep your outside arm free. But nevertheless, the Latrobe Wildcats are getting it done with their offense.
2nd down and 8. Under center, hands the ball off on the jet sweep again, over the left side this time. For a gain of about 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 yards for the Wildcats of Latrobe as they are trailing. We're getting to about 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
So Woodland Hills comes out over the ball, 5-man front. We have a flag on the play. A little bit of movement. Let the ref sort it out.
Yeah, false start for the Wildcats on the left side. Looks like the tackle move, trying to get a head start to get up to the linebacker. That's going to push him back 5 yards and bring up a 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for the Wildcats.
So with 3:11 left, clock running, Woodland Hills up 34-31 by 3, 3rd and 7 from the 37 for the Latrobe Wildcats. Woodland Hills comes out with a 4-man front.
Shotgun formation. Carnes looks, ball is tipped and almost picked off by the Wolverines.
That was number 50 for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, Julian Jeffries, Jr., 6'4", 237-pound defensive end, gets the big paw up, knocks the ball out, makes a 4th down. 4th and 7 for the Wildcats with their 37. This is a big play right here.
So this could be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wolverines, this could be a big play, a big stop. 4th down and 7, 2:53 on the clock. Carnes comes out in shotgun formation. Wolverines maul around. Little motion, they shift. 3 receivers to the right. Carnes is back. He rolls out, he's under pressure. He's looking for a receiver, throws the ball, and it's out of bounds. It looks like he gets a great spot. And it looks like he's ahead for a 1st down.
I would ask for a measurement for that. If you're able to get that or not, I'm not sure, but nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Latrobe Wildcats.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know that when you are on the road, you have to win the game. Looks like the ball's handed off up the middle, and the Wildcats go forward for a big play, 1st down, by number 10. Looks like Drake Clayton again, the workhorse. Gain of about 12 yards on the play. We are nearing the 2-minute mark.
Every time they run that play where Raymond Henderson comes around, he doesn't get it. They hand it off to number 10, and he finds daylight every time.
Looks like an end around again, and he comes up, and he's taken down for a loss of about 4 yards on the play. Now, that was a great defensive play by the Wolverines.
Number 1, Gavin Yarborough, red that looked like he was shot out of a cannon, comes up and makes the hit for a loss.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeout. The Wildcats take a timeout here. They're going to come back with a second down and 15 yards. So we would like to take this time to thank you once again for joining us on Friday Night Lights, Roxamore Sports. And we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors.
And this game is being brought to you by Allegheny's Best HVAC. Are you prepared for the cold season? Have you had your furnace or system checked? Can your furnace handle another winter? Then you want to call Allegheny's Best to come to your home and service your home needs. They do air purification, system repairs and replacements, and safety checks. Have Allegheny's Best, a fully insured and bonded company, pull up to your home by calling 412-295-0207 and ask for Anthony to use the promo code Roxamore Sports to receive a special discount on your service. Allegheny's Best, HVAC.
Back to live play here from the Latrobe Memorial football field here where the Wildcats are trailing the Wolverines. Quarterback Carnes is up, and he throws the ball on the middle screen and is dropped by his receiver. Once again, with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go on the clock, the Wolverines are leading the Wildcats right now 34-31, but the Wildcats are on the move.
The Woodland Hills Wolverines got to be leery about the screenplay that they just tried to run. And you got to be leery about when number 30, Raymond Henderson, comes in the game and he goes around. Right in the round, they fake it to him and they gives it to number 10, Drake Clayton, all the time, and he finds much running room. The defense has to read that and understand that.
Also, when you see your quarterback drifting back, you should know that he's drifting for a reason. Normally, he's going to take a 5-step or 7-step drop and plant his foot and throw the ball. He's not going to just drift back. So it looks like he takes off over the right side, and he dives ahead for a gain of about 5 yards, which is going to bring up a 4th down and about 8 yards for the Wildcats.
This is another big play right here for the Wildcats and for the Wolverines. 4th and about 9 to go. Got to be leery of the screen play again. You got to be leery of the trick play too as well.
We are under 2 minutes here. In the fourth quarter, we are getting close to 1 minute. We're at 1:36 and counting. 4th down, big play by the Wolverines and the Wildcats. Carnes is back in the shotgun formation. And he looks, surveys the field, is not being rushed. He points to his receiver. He throws up a pass, and it is incomplete.
So the ball falls, it turns over on downs. So Woodland Hills gets the ball with 1:19 left, up by 3 here in Westmoreland County at Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium. Looks like Woodland Hills can get out of here with a win if they don't do anything wrong. They get out of here with a win and fighting for their playoff lives. They're still in it.
So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here live on Roxamore Sports Friday night under the lights. Last game of the regular season for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, and we will see what the playoff picture is like. Hand the ball off over the left side, and it looks like they are taken down for little or no gain. But I'm not sure why they would be in shotgun formation right now.
I was expecting them to be in a victory formation.
So the Wildcats take a timeout right now as they are down. I believe that's their final timeout.
I'm not sure. Says they got one more timeout. Now, no, it says 0. So they're out of timeouts. So I would say the Woodland Hills Wolverines just go in victory formation.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be doing shotgun formation right now. I'd be under center close. Under center, all under center, taking a snap, kneeling down. So great matchup tonight. Looks like the Wolverines, without any mishaps, can get out of here with a victory and push their record to 5-2 and 3-2 in the conference. So put them in a position to hopefully get a bid, at-large bid for the playoffs. So we are set for play here, still in shotgun formation. And kneel down.
Yes, I don't understand why you go from shotgun in the victory formation to kneel down. I mean, I know you've been running shotgun all night, but get up under center and take the kneel. But nevertheless, Woodland Hills Wolverines comes to the Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium to fight a very feisty and ready Latrobe Wildcats football team, and they're getting out of here with the win. And Mr. Thomas, I know we always say you play the game on the field, but I'm pleasantly surprised about these Wildcats and how they played here tonight.
Absolutely. They have a good offense. They've been scoring all season. They come out and play well, but they had a problem stopping teams, as it showed tonight, but they do have a very potent offense. Looks like that's going to be the last play of the game, and it looks like our player of the game was, I would say, the person that ran back that kick to start the second half.
Eshawn Carter.
That was Eshawn Carter, because that play changed the whole tempo of the game, the whole reflection of the game, and it allowed the Wolverines to come out with a little bit of mo and get the lead and continue to fight to keep the lead for the second half.
So Eshawn Carter is our TNT player of the game here as they come out of here with the victory. The Woodland Hills Wolverines 34-31, a hard-fought victory here at this game. And so I'm Sam Timbers with my co-host Craig and Thomas, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with RE/MAX Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit 4 Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit 4 Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit 4 Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
This is Roxamore Sports live here at the Greater Latrobe Memorial Stadium, where we had a great game tonight, a high-powered game, a high-scoring game between the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the Latrobe Wildcats. And Woodland Hills gets out of here with a victory 34-31. A great game, a high-scoring game. Woodland Hills is fighting for their playoff lives. I'm Sam Timmons with my co-host Craig Thomas. And Craig, we witnessed a great game here tonight.
Yeah, we saw some great halftime adjustments by the Wolverines as they came out. Great kickoff return by Eshawn Carter to get the scoring going in the second half and get the Wolverines ahead in this game. But the second half, the Wolverines came out, did some misdirection plays, did a little bit of end-around jet sweeps, got the ball out of Deontay Williams' hands a little bit faster and allowed some of the big play receivers to make plays. And like you said, get out of town with a victory.
That's how they, by the skin of their teeth, they get out of town with a victory here tonight. And we would like to talk about the player of the game. That young man you just spoke about, Eshawn Carter, number 3, comes out in the second half and takes the opening kickoff in the second half to the house and changed the mode, as we say in the game, and brought some life to the Woodland Hills offense and the defense, and Woodland Hills took it over from there.
Once again, I don't understand either. On the other side, on the Wildcat side, why would they start throwing the ball when they had such great success running the ball? First half, they had 230 yards rushing. I would say at that point, we will do nothing but run the ball until you stop us. If I was the coach game planning on that side. But nonetheless, a couple interceptions, couple tip passes allowed the Wolverines to get out of town and go back home with a victory from here in Westmoreland County, up in the greater Latrobe area, against the Wildcats. It's a great 5A football matchup, Friday night under the lights. Thank you for joining us all year long. We appreciate you. Your family, be safe, COVID-free, get out and vote. And we appreciate you, and hopefully we'll be coming back soon with the first round of playoffs with the Wolverines. So what did you see from the Wolverines in the second half?
I see the adjustments that they made, even on the defensive side of the ball. As you said, in the beginning, the Woodland Hills Wolverines started shutting their run down, and then the Latrobe Wildcats went to the offense by going through the air, and Woodland Hills was prepared for that too as well. And see some big plays out of Tariq Scipio, catching the tip pass, seeing the interception by number 8. Keyshawn Davis impressed me tonight on defense, making a lot of tackles, but also came up with a timely interception too as well. So they stepped up when they needed to step up. It was some high-scoring offense going on, but when they needed to step up on defense, they certainly did that in the second half.
So we'd like to thank you for joining us here live on Roxamore Sports. 5A Big East football matchup. Woodland Hills comes out victorious 34-31 over the Latrobe Wildcats here. Craig Thomas and all of our crew on Roxamore Sports, we'd like to thank you for joining us this season. And hopefully we'll see you here next week in a playoff matchup with the Wolverines. Stay tuned for further information. Good night and be safe.